hole, and then I go to a school shooting. Like one thing leads to another on the internet.
Rabbit holes.
Rabbit holes.
Yeah, you go down that rabbit hole.
I want to do more of this on stage, but like talking to an audience about, hey, I've only done it once and it went over okay, but it was like, hey, you ever go on Facebook and you just start reading a feed. You just start reading your feed and you just get drawn into like people's random thoughts. You start connecting into their brains and you're like, oh, I get that. And then where you go wrong is there's 262 comments.
Ooh, and you read the comments, then you go to their feeds.
You read. Yeah. No, but after you're fucking, let's say 30 comments in.
Yeah.
Something happens to your fucking center. Like your brain just kind of is free forming it about, I forget what I was reading. Oh, I was reading. This was some thread somebody started. This guy said comedy improv is bullshit. It's half-assed. It's amateurish. It's like they're presenting a product that hasn't been chiseled and worked out. Whereas stand-up, he was a proponent of stand-up, and he said stand-up, it's chiseled, and what people want is a finished product. And I disagreed. I mean, I love
they're different things.
Different things.
So it's like some people enjoy jazz.
Yes, that's what I love.
Yeah, some people enjoy symphonies. Some people like to go to see an orchestra. They want to see everything that's been perfectly tuned and just gotten to this point of perfection where they've rehearsed.
And that's great, right?
Great too. It's all look.
It's great to watch someone's finished set.
Yeah.
I loved watching your thing about how America is now a whore and we're driving with Trump. Like you did that.
Yeah,
thing with
my bit up, but yeah,
don't do it. Okay.
Don't do my bit in a fucked up way. But yeah, it's
no, but here's the thing: is that you get sucked in because the way the guy on the internet, and this is what happens on the internet a lot, the way the guy who said improv sucks, that's how he framed it. This sucks. This is good.
Right.
And then it's a thing. Then your ego gets involved. Like I think I didn't engage in that one, which is really good.
Here's the thing. He's right. To him. To him, he's right. It's just he phrased it wrong. If he said what I like is stand-up. Because I like a polished product. I don't like improv because it feels amateurish to me. And people could say, I disagree. I love improv because it's wild. I like that feeling of being in the audience where someone yells out, a genre, World War II films. And you know that they're scrambling and then they fucking try to pretend they're into the, in the, what's that called? The tunnels? What's I'm looking for?
Trenches. Oh, I love trenches.
Trenches are good.
I build trenches, and I have mustard gas at home. It's Grey Poupon mustard gas. Grey Poupon mustard gas.
I think that there's nothing wrong with having opinions on things, but people don't like that your opinions are different than theirs, and they get mad at you. Like some people get mad at you if you like a certain kind of music.
That's insane.
It's crazy, but they'll get mad. Like your taste sucks. Your taste in music sucks.
But here's the thing: what we're talking about is that's what's going on a lot on the internet.
Yeah.
You suck. You suck.
You suck.
You're wrong.
You're wrong.
You're wrong.
Definitely wrong.
And I think it's really reached a fucking heightened state because of the politics in the country. Like, in other words, it filters down to improv and stand-up.
Well, the president insults people constantly.
That's all he does.
Yeah.
That's all. He's a divisive. Yeah. I mean, this is not new, but that's how he operates, right?
But he's very manipulative in the fact that he's very praising of some people. Yes. You know, like doing an amazing job, beautiful job. Like the other day, he was talking about these firefighters, and he had all these firefighters behind him, and he was talking about what a great job they're doing as firefighters, and it's just like this weird speech. And now you're gonna go see each other on TV, and like I don't think they get enough credit, and so he'll like bestow. It's a very interesting method.
Of course, he's going to bestow praise on the firefighters.
Okay, you would say that, right? But only if it's convenient for him, like. About John McCain, who's a fucking war hero. He was like, I like people who don't get captured. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, he had like 6 deferments. Like, I had a hangnail. Like, can't go to war.
Oh.
Like, he had a gang of deferments. And meanwhile, he's saying something about John fucking McCain, who's a legitimate war hero who was captured and tortured by the Viet Cong. And he had the balls to say, I like people that have been... I mean, that's not respecting the military at all.
No, but here's the question. How does he get away with that shit?
Just does. Because that's just who he is. It's like if you know someone's a scumbag, like then the scumbag behavior is like, well, that's fucking
that's him.
That's Mike. That's what he does, right? But if Mike is a priest, and it turns out what Mike really likes doing is smoking crack and blowing guys, you find out, you're like, oh Jesus, Mike, I thought you were this other thing. But if Mike is Andy Dick, and you found out, Andy Dick's out there smoking crack and blowing guys, like, oh, Andy.
Yeah.
It's like,
Trump is Andy Dick.
He's Trump. He's Trump. He's who he is. That's his thing is. You come after him, he comes after you. And we just sort of assumed that once he became president, he would stop doing that and he would act #presidential. He's not at all.
No, he can't help himself making it all about himself. And it's interesting, back to the internet shit and what is going on. Just for instance, taking that example of improv sucks, stand-up is the best, right? It is the guy who wrote Improv Sucks, the guy, the guy who started the thread. It's like what they're doing and what Trump is doing. It's like, this shit is all about what I think, and I know you're going to come at me, but that's what I want. I want the attention. I mean, I really think it comes down to, I want to fight. I want to fight. I want an ego fight. I want to fight, and I want the attention.
There's certainly a little bit of that, but I also think he wants repercussions for challenging him. He wants people to feel...
He wants to punish him?
Yeah, he wants people to feel very uncomfortable if they challenge him. I think that's a big part of his game. And he wants everyone to know that he's going to come after you. Like, as the president, he's going to come after you. And if he does, all the Trumpkins are going to come after you, too. Because if he comes after you, then all these puppets, these people that follow him, that literally are on there all day long. Like, you really have to realize that some of the people that are online that are tweeting for Trump or tweeting about certain things, whether
are
it's
on there all day.
By the way, I don't know. I follow people just to see how crazy they are, just to get it in my head. Like, oh, okay, I see what you do. You do this all day. You start tweeting at 7:30 in the morning with your first cup of coffee. You're hurling insults, and you do it till 1 o'clock in the morning, and then you start all over again in the morning.
How do they do that? Because I go insane. I find, I don't know about you, but if I spend an hour on that kind of rabbit hole with Twitter or Facebook, my limit, I think, is about an hour before it just something says to me, I need to get out, I need to walk, I need to do something, I need to get away.
You know what I think is happening? And I've been thinking about this a lot over the last week. I think humanity is in the process of an overwhelming transformation. That's something like giving birth.
I agree.
And I think that, like, if you ever watch someone give birth, like, the crazy thing is how much pain the women are in. Like, when I watched my daughter come out of my wife, I was like, whoa, that's a lot of work. Like, it's fucking painful and it's crazy. And
you're talking about
blood
birth?
And, yeah, blood. And it's just, it's nuts.
I haven't been present at a birth.
It's like this. It's like, but then boom.
Did you film it?
The most unbelievable love comes out of it. Yes, I did. But the most unbelievable love comes out of it. And then it's like, oh my God, and the way you feel is incredible. And it's like, I think there's you got to go through hell to figure out how to handle this better. And I think culturally, we're going through a weird kind of hell. And this kind of hell, it's avoidable. Look, you could just put that phone down and you could just go hiking, go with a good friend, bring your dog, go have a nice day, sit up there, crack open a cold glass of water and look over at the landscape and go, man, it's fucking beautiful. And it does something to you when you look at beautiful things, right? You can do that. But you might want to just check your Twitter real quick, see if anybody responded to that real witty post that you left there. Oh, did I get any likes? Oh, fuck you, I didn't say that. That's not what I meant. And then you start, the wheels start turning.
Exactly. They did a study, I don't know if you heard about this one, that just turning off the phone like if you have the phone in the room with you and you turn it off, you think, okay, the phone's turned off, I'm cool. What the scientists said, it was a study, I'm not sure where the study was, but they said, no, you have to put the fucking phone into another room. They said something about...
What if someone wants to call you? What if you get a text? What if someone sends you a
even
picture?
when it's off?
But what if there's a cool Instagram post that you miss?
Absolutely.
That's what everybody's worried about. I think all the chaos that's going on in the world now, I really think that we're in this unbelievably tumultuous time in human history.
Absolutely.
Where we're not designed to have access to information 24/7 like we do.
It's all about information.
It's connection and information. Those two things are critical.
It's all about information, but I think even more like insidious is the way the information is given. Like here you got our president just being basically like a prick.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny, you're in my thoughts. No, back up. You're not in my thoughts at all.